G'day and welcome to Tasmanian Bus Journeys. Hi, my name is Pete and today I'm going to tell you about a very special journey indeed. It is by train. We were in Queenstown a little while ago and in July. The weather forecast was for diabolically heavy rain. We decided to go on the Tasmanian Wilderness Railway. Yes, a railway in Tasmania, travelling from Queenstown to a place called Dubbil Barril. Anyway, we thought this would be a good way to spend a wet day sitting on a train. Why not? Lovely, yes. But what happened was that the rain stayed away and we managed to take some incredible video of the Wilderness Railway. So yes, not a bus journey, but an amazing train journey. Now, this railway had its starts. It was fully opened in 1899, running between Queenstown and Strahan. In fact, it ended up, you could go all the way from Queenstown to Burnie, but it took 11 hours by catching 3 different trains. It operated for about 64 years, both as a passenger, but mostly as an ore train. It was an amazing train. But, you know, the harsh economic realities of the 1960s means it had to close. Then quite amazingly, people kept on talking about this wonderful railway, we've got to reopen it. And so, yes, it was rebuilt, and in 2002 got reopened. All the bridges got done, new stations, and the original stock got renovated. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Well, that renovated, rejuvenated railway continues to run it now. About 20 years later, we have the very famous, world famous Tasmanian Wilderness Railway, often quoted in the top 10 train trips in the world. But anyway, we decided to go and have a look for yourselves. This is the video of it. I hope you enjoy it. We certainly did. We are in Tasmania. That's the state of Australia below the mainland. On the west coast, we're starting at Queenstown's railway station on our rail journey today. Our first stop today is Litchford Station. The next stop is Ronaldina Station, and finally terminating at Dubbil Barril railway station. There is also a railway station at Regatta Point. You can catch the train in the reverse direction. It also goes to Dubbil Barril. Regatta Point is near Strahan. So here we are. At 10 o'clock we depart from Queenstown heading to Lichford. First stop. And we start here at the Queenstown railway station, which has got a lovely cafe there with lovely delicious meals whilst waiting for your train. Or after.
Here comes. He's coming in. Thursday morning. We did this trip on Thursday. There he goes. Hooking up. The Wilderness Railway. Steam train is here. A lot of steam. Hey, here we go. Departing from Queenstown railway station, Tasmania's longest railway. Staff waving us by. Here we go. Coming up, Damien. This is pretty good for videoing, isn't it?
Yeah. Slow.
The Railway Hotel.
At Lichford Station we have a delightful early morning steam experience where the train will shortly take on some water, and it's just such a relaxing and beautiful sight, the sight of a steam locomotive.
Okay, this is interesting. The loco's taking on a bit of water here.
crew is hard at work. Just a short walk from the station and we can see the Queen River. There's the train in the trees in the background. Beautiful little stopping spot this morning. The next station we head off to is Ronaldina, and there's refreshments available.
Bit of a curve here.
We arrive at Ronaldina railway station, see the passing loop there. We're on top of a pedestrian bridge passing over the track. Here's the train. That's a great view, isn't it? The top view. That's interesting. That's an interesting perspective because you just don't get it. Right, the next station we're heading for is our terminus, Dubbil Barril. No, by the way, all stations have toilets. Spectacular, isn't it?
If you've enjoyed your journey, please make sure you have all your belongings and watch your step on the way out.
So we arrive at Dubbil Barril station, the masses get off and there's lots of huts and infrastructure there, but we're trying to get down to the mighty King River. Here is some railway infrastructure, a railway bridge, the Wilderness Railway Bridge. Wow. Forest. The bridge to the King River. The King River, the destination of the Wilderness Railway. Of course, the absolute essential activity here at Dubbil Barril is to turn around the train. And there, here you can see a photo there where the train is being turned around manually. The train somewhere there. There he goes. Going backwards. Here's a photo of the train being watered many years ago, and the same happened when we were travelling. Somebody will tell me it might not be the same location. Anyway, here's the train. Here comes the train. Now here's the train doing something that buses are very bad at. It's reversing. It not only has the railway lines to help guide itself, but it's also got a number of drivers and firemen who can peer out the window backwards. Now it's harder for a bus. I must admit I was a little bit carried away with all this reversing and steam and found it incredibly fascinating, a really good look around, and all of a sudden I realised that everyone else was on the train and I wasn't, so it was a bit of a scamper down the platform and trying to find where my carriage was, but I did find it, and thank goodness I did. Got on board.
Back on the train, proof, mask on, in the train. Queenstown bound we are. Yay.
Yes indeed, the train has reversed and it's all the way back to Queenstown we go. Back at Ronaldina, we get out for a bit of lunch, and then very soon we go down to Litchford Station. And what always amazes me is the amount of infrastructure involved with railways. They're quite elaborate buildings and platforms and stations and things like that, all beautifully restored here on the Wilderness Railway, which makes it an absolute treat to go on.
Ending is all of you here with us today. But those people fought a fight for almost 40 years. Finally, the state government, federal government and private enterprise listened and funded the rebuilding of the railway.
Now we can see some more infrastructure. It is the Wilderness Railway Depot. You can see the spare diesel locos, some spare coaches, tractors, and lots of bits and pieces. But once again, the depot is presented beautifully there. And being a model train enthusiast myself, I can really appreciate seeing the real stuff.
So welcome home, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Queenstown.
Hey. Here we are. Queenstown Railway Terminus.
Just before the old Heritage Railway closed, it had to put on additional passenger services and vehicles to get everyone to look at this site. That was in the early 60s. But now we can totally rejoice at a fully renovated and delightful steam journey and experience. It is so great that it exists. Now for some details. This journey departs Queenstown 3 times a week at 10 o'clock. It also departs from Regatta Point Station near Strahan. The return trip here takes about 4.5 hours, and it's really an enchanting experience. But we look at the fares, and it's $120 per adult. It's cheaper for children, and family tickets as well are available. You can also go first class, which costs more than $120. The tickets have to be booked online generally, or the travel agent might be able to assist you in that respect. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this, thank you so much for watching it. Please do like and subscribe, and I very much hope to see you next time. Cheers.